you're tracking the wrong things. Hours worked, tasks completed, revenue. None of it matters as much as this one metric. And when an executive coach who worked with companies like OpenAI, Google, and Twitter tested it on certain teams, it changed everything in that company. And I've seen it in my own life too. I built a YouTube channel to over 100,000 subscribers while working a demanding consultant job in the beginning. I won first place in the biggest competition in my country in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu after 1 year of training. And every one of those results traces back to this one metric. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that metric is and how you can start tracking it today for yourself. Let me start with a personal story. A few years ago, I was working at EY, consulting, long hours, the whole thing, right? But after work, I went to the canteen to sit and work on my YouTube videos. I even changed my sleep schedule altogether from normally going out on the weekends to not doing it, sleeping early so that I could wake up early on the weekends to work on my videos. And keep in mind that I also had no experience. I never made a video, never recorded in front of a camera, and I had no experience in editing. I just thought it sounded cool and interesting, and I felt that I had a lot of insights and lessons from my life that I wanted to share. 6 months later in the journey, I suddenly had 50,000 subscribers in one of the most saturated niches on YouTube, which was self-improvement and productivity. Maybe you're starting to get the gist of the metric I'm talking about, but if not, I'll tell you one more story of mine. Before getting into YouTube, I started to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is a combat sport. And for me, it was an amazing sport. So much creativity and flow. And I was looking forward to it after work. I trained on the weekends, got training partners, tested and experimented. And I was thinking about it all the time, right? Like, what if I did this technique instead? Or if I did it in this way? And I almost had to stop myself from having it taking over my life. And 1 year into it, I signed up to a competition, the biggest one in my country, and I won first place. Do you have an idea of what this metric could be? Before I tell you exactly what it is and how to measure it for yourself, let me first tell you about a guy who actually implemented this on companies. So there's a guy named Joe Hudson. He's an executive coach, and what he does is essentially work with CEOs and leaders on their mindsets and emotional mastery. That can sound kind of vague, but he worked with people in OpenAI, Google, and Twitter, right? So he knows what he's doing. And for certain teams and companies, he ran an experiment. He had employees in that company score one thing after each meeting. It wasn't task that got completed. It wasn't all the solutions they figured out. It was this. How much did you enjoy that meeting from 1 to 5? That was it. And after a period of doing that, the overall result for the company improved significantly. But why and how does that simple thing actually lead to a better result? You can think of it like driving a car, right? When you force yourself to do work you hate, it's kind of like driving with the handbrake on. You can still drive and move forward, right? But you're burning so much more fuel and you're fighting resistance the whole way. You can probably get where you want to go eventually, but it just takes more energy and more time, and you'll burn out the engine, just like in real life, where you'll burn out at work. But if you enjoy the work, that is kind of like driving without the handbrake on. You're just driving effortlessly. You can go faster and you can go so much further and longer. That is what enjoyment does. It removes the resistance. And when you enjoy something, you start to think about it more, even when you're not working. Ideas come to you when you take a walk, right before bed, when you take a shower. You don't even have to force creativity. It just shows up. And because it's so enjoyable and fun, you probably want to do more of it. And when you do more of it, you get better at it, which makes it more fun, and you want to do it more. Enjoyment just compounds your results over time. And it even compounds outside yourself. Think about the people that you worked with. The person that just seems to hate their work, their energy usually just drags down the whole team and the project. But the person that genuinely enjoys the work, they usually lift the whole team up, and the team will end up performing better. So now you know what that metric is, but how do you actually do this for yourself? in a practical and simple way. Let me show you that next. So here's how I've done it. It just takes 30 seconds or so, and it will change how you work. Step 1 is to score yourself before you start working. Ask yourself, how much do you think you will enjoy this work session or task from 1 to 5? If it's not 5, ask yourself, what could make this closer to a 5? Maybe it's putting on some music, maybe it's changing the environment a bit, maybe it's working at a different time, or maybe it's simply just breathing more deeply, feeling your body, and being more present. So make those adjustments before you start working. The next step is that midway through your work session, just notice and ask yourself, am I enjoying this? If not, how could I enjoy this more? How could I enjoy this just 10% more? And the last step is to score yourself again when you're done. How much did you enjoy that task or work session from 1 to 5? If it's not 5, ask yourself, what could I do differently next time to bring it closer? And that's it. 3 questions before, during, and after your work. You're not overwhelming yourself with tons of metric. You're just focusing on the one metric that will drive everything else. And by the way, I made a free PDF of this whole video with the exact action steps and questions. You can get that for free in the link below. And here's the thing. Knowing the metric is like half the battle, right? You still need to figure out which task you should even spend your time on, right? The most effective task. So if you want to dig deeper into that, you can watch this next video over here where I'll show you exactly that. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.